Hi guys, it's Kendall. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kendall. I do videos all things makeup, beauty, life. I also do a lot of tarot stuff over here, but today is a makeup focused day. Today I'm going to be taking you through an extremely beginner friendly smoky eye for those of you who may be new to makeup or need makeup for a formal night out or just a date night, or you just want to kind of feel good. So let's do it together. Today's palette is going to be this Essentials palette by Violet Voss. My friend Lee sent me this. She got it in a package and she thought of me and sent it my way. So shout out to Lee. This palette really has just like neutral colors in there. I'm going to be focusing more on the browns, the black, the shimmer here, just to keep things really, really simple, okay? To start out, I'm taking this color here, which is Dusty Rose. It's a neutral brown. There's a little bit of a pink hue to it though, which I think will be really pretty. So I'm going to start with that on a very small fluffy brush. When doing a smoky eye, it's really important to blend everything. If you're newer to makeup, you're going to want to find the crease of your eye, which is right here. This is the crease here. And you're just going to take this transition color and blend it within the crease and a little bit above. Just like this, you can see it's a super subtle change between the two. This is with and without. I just went a little bit above my crease. Again, blending is going to be the key focus here. You're just going to blend it out. I go a little bit past almost to where like my eyebrow ends here and just blend it out. With a smaller brush, this one is kind of like a fluffier, kind of flat. I'm going to go in with this darker brown color right here. This is called Cinnamon, but just a darker brown will work. Always tap off the excess so it doesn't fall on your face if you already have a foundation on or your base makeup on. But if you have a fresh face, it doesn't really matter because you can just wipe it off and do your base. But I already have my base on, so I like to tap the excess off. And then with this darker shade, I am going to be keeping it focused on the middle and outward end of my eye, okay? Just tapping it on at first. This way I get the most pigment on the eye. See, I'm keeping it in this middle area. And then I'm going to go right up underneath my crease. Going back in with our transition color brush, I'm not adding any product here. I'm just going to go over the edges in circular and windshield wiper motions just to blend it out. It's really important to go over this middle part really well. I usually just brush it back and forth like this because you don't want that harsh line. This is also a point where I take a bigger, fluffier brush with absolutely no product on it whatsoever. And I just kind of go over the edge part of where we put the eyeshadow down so it blends really seamlessly. This is a part of smoky eyes that can make or break it. So when we go in with the color black, you really have to pay attention to where you place the black and how you blend it, because it's really hard to remove black once you have it on the eye. So I work really, really slowly when working with blacks and make sure I'm focusing it in small areas and blending and then going back in with the black and adding to it. It's easier to add more than to take away when it comes to black eyeshadow. So for me, I'm just taking this really small, it's kind of a denser brush, and I'm just going to go in with a black shade right here, and I'm going to focus this just on the outer V. And what the outer V is it's this right here, where your eyelid makes this V shape. That's what I mean when I say the outer V. Add some black. Blacks sometimes aren't very pigmented either, so you might have to build it up a little bit. And I'm going to go in with the brush I used on the darker brown, and this is where I'm just going to blend out. I go over the whole area just to make it blend seamlessly. You notice I didn't add any more product to my brush, okay? And with my other blending brush that we used on that very first color, and this is where I'm going to go around the edges. Because my eyes are on the bigger side, see how this looks like it's way over here? I'm going to take more black and I'm going to bring it in about to where like the white starts on the outer edge of my eye right here. I'm going to keep the black kind of out here. To make sure there's no harsh lines going on, I just take that big fluffy brush with nothing on it. I'm going over all of the edges to make sure nothing is harsh, nothing is chunky. everything is kind of getting blended nicely. And the key to these smoky eye looks is just blend, blend, blend. I have been going between these 3 brushes for like the last 2 minutes, just blending everything as much as I possibly can. Once you have your 2 sides blended out as evenly as possible, this is where you can kind of play with makeup and get kind of creative. So when it comes to this lighter part we're going to do on the inner eye, you can choose to go in with concealer and cut it out, but for the sake of this video being solely for my beginners out there who want to try smoky eye, I'm going to skip that part and just simply go in with a light shaded color. So for this look, I'm going to go in with this cream color right here. It has a bit of a shimmer to it. Totally up to you if you want to keep it matte. Just use a very matte cream color and do it however you want. You can add a different color in here if you want. You can keep it cream. You can do champagne. You can do gold. You can do silver. Whatever you want to do, this is a fun time to like play with that in your inner eye because that's going to be a really big focus here. But keep it light, okay? Because this, just for this type of smoky eye, it's your typical traditional smoky eye. Whoa! With this lighter color, I'm taking it on a very, very flat brush. I'm picking it up, I'm patting it in the shadow, and then I'm just gonna pat it onto the lid. Notice that I'm not like flicking it on the lid, I'm patting it into the lid. That way I keep control of where this color is going. I'm gonna keep it right there. I'm gonna kind of bring it down into the corner as well to really, really brighten up the eye. And then again, blend. So I'm going to just take that first brush we used, nothing added onto it at all. I'm just going to kind of blend into this. I'm really careful with these colors because the shimmer is really, really pigmented and I don't want the shimmer to go too far over. I want to keep it up front. See how I have it a little far over here? I'm just going to go in and tap some of that brown back in that spot right there. And then blend it out. Everything is going to be about blending. I cannot say that enough. This is a little too harsh right here of a line for me. You can see it's kind of like making a line. So I'm going to try to take the edge of this brush and just kind of like blend it in here. And then again, going back in with that dark brown to blend it this way. It's just about adding colors, blending, adding more colors, blending. Okay, just play around with these. Smoky eyes is all about the blend, so I cannot stress that enough. It's all about the blend. Just keep blending. If it looks weird, you're probably not blending enough. This next part is totally optional. It's up to you whether you feel comfortable doing it or not. You very much so could leave your shadow like this and just throw on mascara and call it a day. But I kind of want to give you the full effect of what I personally call a full smoky eye. So I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. H2O liquid liner pen. This is just a liquid liner pen. You shake it. This, highly recommend. I've been on this eyeliner for the past 3 years. So I love her till the day I die. Not do a wing. I'm just going to do a stripe across the top, okay? Just really simple like that. You could also use this as a stopping point too and add mascara and be done. But me, if you're new to my channel, I cannot complete an eye look without doing my 24/7 waterline black pencil in my waterline. It is my go-to girl. Also love her till I die. A quick little tip if you're doing this and you already have a base on. If you take a little puff or whatever you use to kind of like pack in, whether it's a beauty blender or a puff to do your powder, it has to be powder. Make sure you're not using a beauty blender with liquid product or you'll make this cake up and move your makeup. But what I like to do is take my puff and I use this to bring my eye down so I can really get into that waterline, okay? But I'm going to do this off camera so I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. To finish up the smoky eye look, I'm going to go in with that flat brush we picked up that very dark brown on. I'm going to put the dark brown on the edge just like that, tapping it off of course. And then this, I'm going to create even more of that smoky effect under the eye, dragging it under. But I don't want to bring it too far over because I want this to still shimmer. So I'm just going to keep it focused in the middle area. And what I'm going to do is take that blending brush from the very beginning again. Again, I'm not adding product to this blending brush. I'm just going to go back and forth on the edge of the smokiness we just put down. See how that smoked out the under eye? See the difference? Now's the point where we're done with the shadows. Just go in and add whatever mascara you want to add. You can finish this look with mascara or you can add a lash. I personally always love adding a lash. I'm a lash girl. So I'm going to throw a strip lash on and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, this is with the lash on. I'm going to finish this look up with just adding a lip. When I am doing my lips now, I go in with what's left on my little powder sponge. Just go over the lips. I usually like to do like a brownish nudish color, so I'm just gonna line the lips with, this is Juvia's Place. What color lip liner is this? This is So Rare. It's literally just like a brown lip liner. And then I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. I have not touched this in a long time, so I hope it's the right color, but it's the color Seductress. There we go. Just gonna add it in the middle. Okay, I really want to like this lip liner. Like, I really want to like it, but I just hate it because it always just rubs right off. Like, this stuff is so buttery, creamy, smooth, which I do like, but as soon as I put it on and like rub my lips with whatever lipstick I want, it comes right off. So don't love it for that. I don't know, girl. Okay, guys, this is the final look for today's smoky eye. I hope you enjoyed today's video. My hair is a little different. I never braid my hair, and I saw this video on TikTok. I had to try it. So what do you guys think? If it's ugly, just pretend it's cute. I don't know what to tell you. It hurt my arms to put it up. It took so long and it's staying where it is. I don't really care. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video with me. Let me know if you like these beginner friendly looks, because I know I miss these makeup videos on the internet. I do. I miss the beginning, just early 2000s, 2010s, like just simple, get ready with me, step by step, this is how you do it. No like quick things where you can't really follow it. Just like sometimes you just need a step by step. You know what I mean? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next one. Love ya.